and welcome to my channel. Thanks for showing up here. This is the first video on this particular channel. So before we get into talking about the order, which is what this video is going to be about, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what this channel is and what I am and all of that. So obviously, based on the title of this channel, it's about the life of an actress and things that I do as someone who is an actress, right? So obviously right now we're in the middle of a pandemic, so nobody's working in terms of being in the industry. Depending on when you watch this, we might not be in the middle of a pandemic, but currently we are. So nobody's working on any kind of film or TV projects right now, because people are trying to enforce social distancing and all of that. But normally, you guys can get some updates on the life of an actor on this channel. And I thought I would do a couple of different things on this channel. I thought first I will be doing some different vlogs and stuff like that, taking you guys with me on auditions and to performances and rehearsals and stuff like that, where you guys can see what it's like behind the scenes to do the whole rehearsal and to put a whole production together before you actually put something either on a stage or on a screen. I do both. I do plays as well as TV and film. So you guys can get to see some of that, but also on this channel you guys are going to get to see my reactions to different things that I have watched that I want to talk about. And so in this case it's going to be The Order, and I was thinking about doing this for just a lot of TV shows that I watch. I will do a actor reacts to this show kind of thing, right? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about The Order. I'm going to do my makeup while we're talking, just so that you guys are not just staring at me in my hands. So yeah, I am going to do my makeup. So let's just get right on into things. I'm going to start with my eyebrows. Okay, so The Order. We can start with season 1, right? So first of all, I think it's very necessary to talk about the stupidity of the people in this the characters in this TV show, because the level of stupidity all the time throughout both of the seasons, the level of stupidity was just astounded to me. These characters all lack common sense. These characters all lack every ounce of common sense that you could possibly have. And I don't know how you could have so many actors in one show, or so many characters in one show, I guess, because it's not really the actors, it's the characters that lack the common sense. The actors are just reading the lines and performing them like they're supposed to be performed, but it's the characters that lack common sense, and so the actors gotta be acting like they lack common sense too, because it's the characters that lack the common sense, right? I have never seen a show where literally damn near every character lacks common sense. In both the first season and the second season, they just made so many decisions that just where's the common sense? In what world? In what world is it common sense to be doing what you're doing right now? The biggest example of this is obviously when they summoned the demon. So yeah, let's talk about that. The Knights of St. Christopher was let's summon a demon so that the demon can steal from the Order for us. Okay, where's the common sense? What creature, not even human being, what creature lacks the common sense so much that they think it's a good idea to summon a demon from the demon realm to steal something for you, and you think that the demon's not going to double cross you? You lack common sense. You're stupid. I'm sorry. Where's the common sense? Does common sense not tell you demons are going to double cross you? Demons are going to do bad things to you. Demons are not good. The only person who actually said something about it was I don't even remember the character's name. But the guy who actually like said like, hey, this isn't a good idea, and the other three characters in the Knights of Christopher were like, huh, it's not a good idea, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. And then you were surprised when she double crossed you and gave all of your stuff to that other group. You were surprised. You were surprised that you got the stuff for like 2 seconds, and then she handed it over to the other people. You lack common sense. She's a demon. She's gonna double cross. Where's the common sense, right? And then Vera, let's get on Vera having the nerve, and this is in season 2, by the way, not season 1, but in season 2, Vera had the nerve. First of all, y'all know that there's like a demon coming in that's like collects fear, and he like takes fear away from people and makes people fearless, and you know that that's bad because it causes chaos if people are fearless, because fear is something that like, you know, it keeps us like in check. It keeps us, you know, like alive, basically. Fear is what like gives you a fight or flight response, right? So if you know that sorry, looking for my makeup. Anyways, if you know what I was saying, we can get on Vera. That's what we can do with Vera's character, because in what world, if a demon is coming and you know that this is like the demon of fear, right? So as the demon of fear, he's going to take away people's fear, and it's going to make the world bad. It's going to make the world very, very bad. In what world do you, as the magus of your university's chapter, or your jurisdiction's chapter, whatever you want to call it, in what world are you like, hey, we should summon this demon early? We have 46 hours to figure out how to get rid of him. But you know what we should do? We should summon him early. We should summon him early. Bring him here, and it'll throw him off kilter because he's here a little early. And then we hit him with this spell, and then we hit him with that. This man is the strongest type of demon in the demon. This demon is the strongest type of demon in the demon realm, and you are like, let's summon him early because it'll throw him off kilter. He's the strongest demon in the demon realm. Are you stupid? Like, where is your comment? The lack of common sense. The lack of common sense. Where does your brain not say, hey, maybe summoning a demon early isn't a good idea? You still have fear at this point, honey. He hasn't taken your fear. Actually, for that matter, he never took Vera's fear. So you still have fear. So why don't the like fear receptors in your brain say, hey, this ain't a good idea. We're not gonna do this right now. We still have time. We still have time to figure things out. We still have time to find the sickles that will kill him. Like, we still have time. Instead, you're like, let's summon him early. Y'all, that entire episode, like, I was like, you really summoned this man early, this demon. You really summoned this demon early, and you thought it was gonna work. You thought it was gonna work. I'm confused. So we can just get on like the stupidity and the lack of common sense on like literally all of these characters. Like, literally all of these characters lack common sense, and I don't know why. Can we also get on the fact that like the majority of these characters lack morals? Like, the thing is, they try to portray these characters as like people who are on the moral high ground. No, honey, no. All of these characters lack morals. Like, I'm just gonna say it. All of these characters have no morals. No morals. All of these characters are like, hey, we're just gonna kill this person, and we're not gonna care about the fact that we killed them. About the fact that we took a life. We're just gonna do all of these horrible things and let all of these horrible things happen to people, and we're just not gonna care. Can we get in the fact that like in season 1, first of all, we'll have a discussion about diversity in a second because I have a lot to say. But in season 1, old girl and Jack and Brandon were like practicing magic for like pizza, and like free beers and stuff, and they were literally watching people be harmed because they hadn't made a sacrifice, and they were just like, they kept doing it, like, I know I'm not stupid, y'all are not stupid, y'all made the connection that every time you do magic and you don't sacrifice for it, you don't give your blood or whatever it is that you give for it, you, every time you do that, somebody else pays the price for it. Whatchamacallit's grandfather almost died because of it, and that was the only reason that he stopped. Can we get on that? That was the only reason he stopped. That was the only reason he stopped doing that, was because his grandfather almost died. It took your grandfather almost dying for you to care about the fact that your magic was literally hurting people? You were literally hurting people for nothing. It took your grandfather almost dying. Like, this is what I'm talking about when I say these characters are immoral. Like, these characters are so immoral, but, like, the writers of this show really tried to paint this show as, like, the characters are moral. No, they're not. These characters are not moral. These characters do not care about anyone but themselves. Themselves and everybody else in the order. And sometimes not even that. But in terms of, like, caring about humanity, do I think that any of the times that they, like, saved humanity, that they actually did it because they care about humanity? No. No, they did it for selfish reasons. They did it for purely for selfish reasons, for self-preservation and the order to preserve. They did it so that they preserve and the order preserves. They didn't care. They didn't care about humanity. No. No. None of the times that they, like, saved humanity, when they saved humanity from Robert Coventry, Jack's father, they didn't do it because they, like, cared about how hungry he was being for power and greed. They did it to save themselves. To save themselves and the other Coventry members. Like, they don't care. They have a blatant disregard for other life that they don't directly, like, they have a disregard for human life that they don't directly know, right? So if they don't directly know you, they're like, oh, fuck your pain. Like, fuck if you die. I don't care. But, like, people that they know, it's like, it's when the people that they know start getting, like, something bad starts happening to them, and they're like, oh, well, we should probably fix it now. But then, like, why do the writers of the show try to sell them on them being, like, these moral people? They're not. They don't have morals. I don't, especially, like, in season 2, like, it's so clear in season 2 that none of these people have morals. None of them. They might have had some morals in season 1. I think that quite a few of them had some morals in season 1. And, like, that's cool and all. That's nice. I mean, it's expected at the very least, I would think, and I would hope that these people would have morals. It's nothing, like, astounding or groundbreaking to ask for these people to have some kind of, compassion for human life other than life that they're actually attached to. But, like, season 2 made it so clear that, like, they don't care about anyone but themselves and the people that they actually know. Anybody else can go fuck off and die, basically. Right? So now that we've talked about, like, the lack of common sense among the characters, and we've talked about the fact that none of these characters have morals. None of them. None of them have morals. No. I can't think of a one. Not a one that has morals. No. And I know what you're saying. Jack doesn't have morals. Jack was literally driven the entire first season by revenge for his father. That was what drove all of his actions in season 1, was the need for revenge. Jack don't got no morals either. No, just because he did a couple of good things for humanity and society in seasons 1 and 2, he don't have no morals. He was driven by greed, just like his grandfather was. And Vera, she loses her morals in season 2 after she becomes the Magus, the Grand Magus after Edward Coventry dies. She loses her morals because why on earth would you not destroy the book? The book, the Vade Megum. The book that's basically pure evil that was about to give Robert Coventry full access to unlimited magic, super powerful unlimited magic. You didn't want Edward Coventry to have it, and you knew that the right thing to do would be to destroy that book because nobody should have that much power. No, nobody should have that much power. And she knew that. Vera knew that nobody should have that much power. But instead of destroying the book like she said she was going to do, she kept it. You're not moral either, Vera. No. No. Because the moral thing to do would have been to get rid of the book. To burn it. To destroy it. That would have been the moral thing to do. So no, don't tell me Vera's moral either. No, none of them are moral. Anyways, I'm sorry, I've been ranting about how their lack of morality for some time now, but anyways, what was I going to talk about next? Oh, yeah. So, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way about how stupid these characters are and how much they lack common sense, now we're going to talk about the diversity of the show. Okay? So let's talk about the diversity of the show. In season 1, there was one black girl. One black girl. She got killed off in episode 1. Y'all can't even let a black girl survive past episode 1? Y'all can't let us have a character that survives past episode 1? Episode 1? We can't have a character that lives longer than one episode? Why? Why? Now, in season 1, they had a black guy. They had 2 black characters in season 1. It was the black kid, which his name is Brandon, and then it was the black girl, which her name was Drea, and she literally died within, 30 minutes of episode, she was dead within the first 30 minutes of episode 1. So we never had another black girl in season 1 after Drea died. Drea popped up for 2 minutes, in episode 7 or something of season 1. Brandon, he was in the show. He wasn't the main cast, but he was definitely in it enough. He was definitely in it at least 1 or 2 minutes per episode. You saw him pretty much at least once per episode, right? So with Brandon, they kept him in the show pretty long, and I don't dislike his character. I mean, he's whatever. But tell me why y'all had to kill him at the end of the first season. Why did y'all have to, what was the purpose? Why? You gave us 2 characters the entire season, and you killed both of them? He couldn't even survive into season 2? I just want to know, why couldn't he? Why couldn't he? Anyways, moving right along into season 2. Now, season 2 starts with 1 black girl and 1 black guy, right? However, in season 2, the black guy, first of all, he doesn't even show up all that often. I mean, you see him once, maybe every 3 episodes in that season. He didn't show up all that often. He didn't have that many lines. He was not really in the show the way that Brandon had been, which Brandon was the black guy in season 1. And so the black guy in season 2, I don't even know his character's name, to be honest, because like I said, he almost never showed up, right? So I don't even know his character's name. But y'all couldn't give him a little more spotlight? Y'all couldn't give him a little more spotlight? Now, the black girl in season 2, she... Oh, shit, I'm about to, stab myself in the eye. Please, don't stab yourself in the eye. Now, the black girl in season 2, you see her regularly enough, I guess. She's in maybe... I would say she's probably in every single episode in season 2. I think that she's probably in every single episode in season 2. We saw her regularly enough. But can we talk about how after Lilith died, the people in the main cast, and what I mean by main cast is the people who had the majority of the lines, the people in the main cast of the show, after you kill Lilith's character, all of the main cast was white. And now, Lilith, to be honest, Lilith is racially ambiguous, to me. I don't know what race Lilith is. I don't think Lilith is black. I'm not entirely sure if she's, Asian or Hispanic or Mexican. I can't tell you for sure. I don't think that she's black. She's probably mixed. That being said, she's very, very racially ambiguous, right? But after you kill off the one racially ambiguous person that you have in the main cast, the rest of the cast is full of white people. White people. Except for, the Asian girl. The Asian girl that's a psychopath. The rich, stuck-up girl. Yeah, her. So, after they killed off Lilith, everybody else in the cast is white. After Lilith's character, like, got sent to the demon realm or wherever she went, like, the amount of white people on my screen was just, like, overwhelmingly, like, everyone in every scene was white. Except for when, the rich chick decided to pop up. The rich stuck-up one. I don't even remember her name, but... which is sad, because I literally just watched the show, like, 30 minutes ago. But everybody else besides the rich chick was white, and just the amount of, like, white people was just, like, it was just so much whiteness after Lilith was sent to the demon realm. Now, obviously, like, at the end of the season, Lilith was rescued, kind of, sort of, but, like, when that happened, I kind of, like, it was very, like, I'm not entirely sure that was Lilith that was rescued, because whoever it was like, oh, you need to send me back to the demon realm. So I'm not entirely sure that that's Lilith, to be honest. I think in season 3, they're probably going to have, like, some kind of plot line in there about, like, Lilith being possessed by a demon. So that's what I think happened there with Lilith's character. That being said, now that we've talked a little bit about the lack of diversity, I really would like to see some more diversity in season 3. Like, I really would. Like, can y'all give us, like, a couple more people? Like, somebody in the main cast, particularly, please? 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 Just one person in the main cast that's identifiably a certain race? Please? Like, pretty please, can we have another race besides white and racially ambiguous is all I'm asking. Just a request. Just a request. And here's the thing. Literally, none of their characters, like, have to be white. There is literally nothing about any of those characters in the main cast. Vera, Jack, the Knights of St. Christopher, and the blonde chick. There's nothing about any of those characters that require them to be white. So why were all of them white? Like, all of them, except for Lilith. Why? Why were all of them white? Okay. Now that we've had that discussion, and I just, I don't know if the producers of The Order are watching this or not, but, like, can we see a little bit more diversity in next season? Pretty please. Pretty please. Pretty please. Just one person in the main cast that's a person of color. Please. 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 That's all I'm asking. Anyways, so now that we've had a discussion about that, next we're going to have a discussion about the acting, which that's probably the reason that you guys came here, was for a discussion about the acting portion of the show. Now, first of all, we're going to have to get on the stuck-up rich girl. I don't even know her name. It's sad that I don't know her name. But the stuck-up rich chick, we're gonna have to start with her character, because I've got some things to say about her character that, like, I don't understand, right? So with her character, in the first season, and in the first few episodes of the season, but pretty consistently throughout the first season, to be honest, was so rudely interrupted by my phone. Her name is Gabrielle, by the way. Her character's name is Gabrielle. Gabrielle's character. I have some things to say, right? Okay. In season 1, they portrayed her as this girl that's like very stuck up and rich and like vanity driven, and everything is all about her, and she doesn't want to do work, and she wants to get everything for free because she's this rich girl who has grown up getting everything for free, basically. Like, that's how they portrayed her, as like the stuck up rich girl bitch, right? And that's what she was the majority of season 1. But then, the script changed a little. The script changed a little. And it started happening in season 1, which then, in like the middle of season 1, they wanted to transform her character from like this rich, stuck up, vanity driven bitch to like this really serious, intense character. Like a very like really serious and intense kind of character, when like that wasn't the way that her character was developed in the beginning of season 1. So for them to like try to make her that, when they were like giving her the power with like the glove or whatever, they basically were trying to merge two different character types into one character, and all I can say is it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Gabrielle's character is a unicorn. Like, why is it's rare, it's weird, it's not real, it's why are you doing it? It's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Why are you trying to make her the bitchy, stuck up rich girl who gets everything that she wants, but then always also trying to make her like this super intense, badass girl hero kind of character? Like, you're trying to merge two worlds that just don't merge very well. You're trying to merge two character types that just don't merge well together. And all I can say is, like, I don't understand it, and I don't like it. I literally don't like it. Like, I don't like, and I won't even say that, like, I don't like her character. I just don't like the character development that they did with her. Because, like, why? Because, like, can somebody answer that for me? Like, why? Why did you feel the need to try to merge two very distinctly different character types into one character? Like, because here's the thing. I don't think that would work in real life either. Like, in real life, if there was some, like, bitchy, stuck-up rich girl, right? I can't believably believe that she would also be, like, the kick-ass, super serious, badass character, person. Like, I can't see it. Like, you can't be ditzy, and you can't do anything for yourself, blah, 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 la-di-la, but then in the next second, you're, like, super serious and intense, and you're torturing people with a glove, and you're trying to be like, this really serious character, or this really serious person. Like, that's not, even, that's what I'm saying, is, like, I guess I'm trying to say is, like, even in a real person, these two things would not mix. So in a fictional character, these two things don't mix. Like, the two different character types don't mix. So that's what I don't like about Gabrielle's character. That being said, I think that the actor who portrays Gabrielle is doing the best that she can with what she's got and what, like, the team of writers is giving her. I think that they're giving her garbage, by the way. I think they're giving her absolute garbage. Like, their character development for her is so garbage. Like, they can't pick a side, and I think that because of that, she as an actor is, like, doing the best that she can to make a character out of a character that doesn't make any sense. That being said, I think it's bad. I think it's bad. And I don't think it's of any fault of the actor, because I think that the actor is good. Like, she is good. She knows what she's doing. She knows, like, the rules of acting. She knows how to portray emotion correctly. Like, she can do all of those things. I've seen her do all of those things, right? Like, she knows how to go through the character analysis and figure out, like, what emotions she's supposed to be portraying. She knows how to realistically react to other actors on the screen. So she's doing the best that she can with what she's been given, and I think that she should be given more. I don't know. I think it's I think it's bogus. I think it's bogus that they haven't given her more. The shadow is like barely showing up, and I don't know if it's barely showing up because of the lighting or whatever. I think it's probably because of the lighting, the reasons that the shadow is barely showing up, because I know for a fact that normally when I use this palette, the shadow shows up, so I think it's just the lighting. But anyways, now that we've talked about Gabrielle's character, we can get on all the other people, and like all the other people's acting. As I said with Gabrielle, her character, like her acting is just weird because her character is just weird, so I don't blame her for that. So now we're going to get on the other characters and the other characters' acting. Now, Jack, he's certainly a good actor. I think he definitely like portrays emotion well, and he's definitely built his character very well, and like the type of character that he is, he has built very, very well. I will give him that. He's established. He's established a character. He's established a character. Ooh, look at that shimmer though. Even when the lighting is bad and you can barely see the shadow, you can see that shimmer. Anyways, that being said, you know Lilith? I literally went to school with a girl named Crystal. I majored in theater, obviously. And I went to school with a girl named Crystal, and like Lilith is literally Crystal. Like Lilith and Crystal are the same person. Like if Lilith was alive and in the human world, she would be Crystal. Like the same person. Like when I tell you the same person, like it's creepy. It's uncanny for me to at this point it's uncanny for me to watch the show now. Now that I've like made that connection in my mind that they are resembling, like their resemblance is uncanny. Now that I've made that resemblance, now that I've made the resemblance of the two of them, like it's just weird, right? So, I think that being said, Lilith is great. Lilith is a fantastic actor. Like the girl who plays Lilith, I don't actually know the actor's name, so please forgive me. The actor who plays Lilith, I think she's fantastic. She has built a very believable, very real character. I think if I knew her in real life, which is weird because it's like I literally feel like I do know her because I know someone exactly like her, and it's kind of scary, except for like the homicidal maniac part. But even that, there's a bit of that in there. Anyways, the fact that like if I knew Lilith in real life, like she very much so comes across as like a real person, that I don't know, she just comes across very real. So I like Lilith's character. I like Jack's character. Now the blonde chick, I don't know what her name is, but the blonde chick main character that Jack is in love with, again, and I'm not sure that like in the same way that Gabrielle's acting flaws stem from the fact that like the writers just don't write her character well. But the girl who plays like Jack's love interest, like she's annoying to me. Like she's so annoying to me. And it's not even like, and I want to keep this essentially off of her acting, right? Her acting is, for her, I feel like there's a lot of times where she's very believable. Sure, she's certainly very believable, right? But then I feel like there's other times where she's just, I'm just like, is that really how she would react though? Or are you being a little over dramatic? Like sometimes I feel like she's being a little over dramatic, and the acting goes a little far for me. So yeah, there's that. Sometimes I feel like the acting just, I don't know, like it doesn't line up with what I think that she would really react like. I feel like sometimes the actor who plays that character goes a little far sometimes with like being a little over dramatic. And I'm not, I have done theater before, obviously, so it's not like there's not a place for over dramatic reactions, right? There certainly is, but that's on the stage for the most part. Like, you normally on TV shows and film, um, you don't want really big, like, overreactions, because it seems like so big of a reaction when it's on a TV or on a film screen. Even small things look like big reactions, right? And that's kind of one of the first things that you learn when you're taking acting classes on film and TV, is you learn that even the smallest reaction is going to come across big on a camera, because you're not on a stage. The people are not 50, 60 feet away from you. Like, the camera is like right on top of you, right? The camera's zooming into you, or wherever the camera is. At most, the camera's like body length away from you. So making sometimes really big facial expressions just it takes me out of her character sometimes. Like, there's sometimes where, like, I feel like she is being over dramatic, and it takes me out of the show a little bit with her. And I don't think it's because she's a bad actor necessarily. Like I said, I think some of the time it has to do with the fact that, like, the writers need to do better. Y'all, I'm being honest. If anyone from the production team of The Order watches this, the writers need to do a little better. I'm trying to give y'all some constructive criticism. And my constructive criticism is that y'all need to do a little better. Y'all need to do a little better in writing character development. That's all I can say. Y'all need to work on character development of certain characters, right? Jack's girlfriend and Gabrielle. Start with them. Work on the character development of them. Like, really delve deep into developing them into real people. Particularly Gabrielle, but I think Jack's girlfriend also her character needs to be developed as well. And Vera, let's talk about Vera's acting. Girl, Vera can act, honey. Vera, the girl who plays Vera, the woman, I should say, the woman who plays Vera can act, baby. Baby, she can act. Like, I love it. I live for it. Vera is, even though, like I said, I don't think Vera has morals by any means, because I don't think anyone in the show has morals, the girl who plays Vera can act. She knows what's up. She knows what it is. She makes me believe her every single time. She has certainly gotten us the character development out of that character that we want and need and, like, look for. We know why she is the way that she is. Like, we know all of these things, right? So, like, I just, wow, that's a lot of highlight. I'm sorry. We're going to tone it down a little bit on the highlight. Anyways, the woman who plays Vera, fantastic. Like, wow, that's still a lot of highlight. The woman who plays Vera, fantastic. Love her. I wish my acting skills were that defined, because that woman can act. That woman is experienced. Baby. Fantastic actor. The fact that she's not a household name just goes to show you that there are some amazing actors out there who are not household names. And by the way, that's a whole different conversation for a different day. But who becomes household names and who doesn't is not based off of talent. I don't think at all who becomes household names and who doesn't is based off of talent. I just don't. Because there's too many regular actors who are household names when they're not even, like, that amazing at their craft. Are they good? Yeah. But are they, like, some of the most amazing actors of this craft that I've ever seen? No. There's a lot of household name actors that are just just as average as every other actor in LA. And there are thousands upon thousands upon thousands of actors in LA. So who becomes a household name isn't based off of talent, I don't think. I certainly don't think. And the woman, I need to stop calling her a girl. The woman who plays Vera deserves to be a household name. Acting is superb. Love it, love it. Oh, live for it, live for it. Okay, any other characters that I need to talk about? I've already said, like, everyone in the Knights group, all of them are good actors. All of them are really good actors. Pretty much everyone else in the order, other than the blonde chick, are good actors and totally believable. So yeah, that's my opinion on, like, the acting part of it. So that's my opinion of the overall show, you guys. Thanks for staying to watch. Thanks for sticking around. I think I'm gonna keep doing these series where you guys kind of sit down and talk with me after I've watched a series, and I give you guys my opinion about the first season or two or whatever season it is. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Again, welcome to my channel. I hope you come back for my next video and the video after that. Thank you so much for watching to the end, if you guys actually stayed this far, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.